You may be seated. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. My name is Deanna Zilski, and I'm the proud principal of these amazing students. And I wish to welcome you to Keene Middle School's Achievement Day 2023. We will begin with the pledge. I would like to introduce KMS Student Council Representative Sawyer Kress, who will now lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Sawyer. At this time, I welcome members of the KMS 8th grade chorus to sing the national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watch, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, their bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, 8th grade chorus and Mrs. Butterfield. Thank you and welcome. At this time, I'm very pleased to introduce to you a remarkable young person who has become an incredible leader at their time at Keene Middle School. She is the president of our student council. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Zoe Malott, who will deliver today's welcoming address.
Dear classmates, teachers, and parents, as we graduate from 8th grade, I want to take a moment to reflect on our journey together. We've grown so much over the past few years, from reserve 6th graders to confident 8th graders. We faced challenges that have helped us become stronger and more resilient. We started 6th grade in the height of COVID, which led to a strange start to our time in middle school. Middle school is an awkward stage in everyone's life, but the people around us have helped us through this. These people are our teachers, who have led us through middle school, taught us the things we need to learn, while also supporting us along the way. They helped us through hard moments and lifted us up when we needed it, as well as our families, who have helped us with so many things and shaped us into who we are today. And of course, our friends and fellow students, who are some of the most supportive people in our lives, because they are also going through similar situations and emotions as we are. These are people our own age who are going through the same things and are able to better relate to us. We have all worked so hard to get where we are today, and I'm so proud of everything we've accomplished, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for each and every one of us. As we move on to the high school, remember the lessons we've learned and the friendships we've made. Let's continue to work hard, dream big, and make a positive impact on the world. Congratulations, 8th grade class of 2023.
Wonderfully stated, Zoe. Beautiful job. Your message is certainly inspiring to everyone in this room. Before we continue with today's ceremony, I'd like to begin by thanking Mrs. Butterfield for the processional music. Before we get further, just a few nuts and bolts. A reminder to all that if in the rare case of an emergency, a quiet alarm will sound and you will please exit towards the closest exit. We have 2 at the back of the house, as well as 3 on either side, 2 on that side and 1 on that side. If that occurs, please walk quickly and safely to your cars, but please do not begin driving away as it blocks the space for any emergency vehicles that may need to come in. Thank you very much. Students, if that occurs, you will follow your teachers to their locations. Thank you. Thank you for your patience with that announcement. Today, I now welcome all guardians and guests. I know that many of you had to change your schedule in order to be able to be here with us and watch Achievement Day today, and we thank you. I would also like to recognize our Superintendent Rob Millay, our Assistant Superintendents Brian Campbell and Ben White, as well as the Chair of our school board, George Downing, for being with us here today. We have 238 young people who have earned the right to cross this stage today. In the next part of our program, we will recognize 8th graders who have earned particular recognition from their teachers and classmates. We certainly have remarkable people here in Keene, and this class is no exception. In these 3 years at Keene Middle School, they have matured and developed into remarkable young adults. Every year, we have a theme at Keene Middle School. This year's theme was We Are. These students have worked together to create a community that understands that we are stronger together, working to create a future that is built on connecting with others and understanding differences and commonalities. These students have heard me say countless times that they are true role models. This community of 8th graders has supported each other in ways that should make everyone here today proud. Even when you haven't been present, they have shown you that they are role models. It has been a difficult task for us to choose students who will receive special recognition today, as each student in this class certainly deserves recognition. We will begin with our first award, which is the 2023 VFW Sportsmanship Award. Students were chosen by the entire staff at Keene Middle School to receive this award. They have been chosen for their positive attitude toward school, fellow students, and staff, as well as good sportsmanship. Both of these students have been very successful here at KMS and have become highly respected amongst their peers and teachers. Representing the veterans of foreign wars and its auxiliary are Mr. Christian Cadlick, quartermaster, and in place of Ms. Gloria Ruff is the chaplain, Mrs. Jean Perrault. Please welcome them.
Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Christian Cadlick. I am the post quartermaster over at the Keene VFW 799. With me is Jean Perrault. She is the post auxiliary chaplain in charge. She'll be taking it away for the first award.
Thank you. Okay, when faculty and staff at Keene Middle School describe the personality of the first recipient of this award, the words kind and nice are always included. This student is kind to all, nice, welcoming to everyone, a good kid with a great sense of humor who knows how to make learning fun. As easily as these descriptive terms are stated, the immediate follow-up by faculty are statements of work habits and community involvement. This student, in the words of faculty, presents as a leader, is motivated to push self, and is a very hard worker. The student gives everything to the task at hand and the activities of involvement. The achievements of high honors throughout middle school is no small feat. The activities the student participates in are varied and not focused on one type. The student participates in Peace and Justice Club, Drama Club, track, basketball, and others. This student will even take the time to support peers in their performances and activities as well. As for everything that the student does, the VFW and Auxiliary Award is appropriate and to be presented to the National Junior Honor Society's treasurer, Paige Els.
second recipient of the VFW Award is described by the faculty as a kind, friendly, fun, and creative sense of humor. The positivity and gratitude displayed by the student are supported by comments about how the student would always be smiling, thanking somebody, even if it's opening the door. Along with being personable, charismatic, the student loves a challenge, always rises to the occasion. The post-adolescence maturity, confidence, and sense of humor is easy to observe and celebrate by faculty who work with this student. The combination of the student's personality, traits, and personal thrive for challenge are brought up to activities such as Peace and Justice Club, track, chess club, Dungeons and Dragons, drama club, and other clubs. For all that this student does and is, the VFW and Auxiliary Award is well-deserved and is presented to Strings Club member and violist, Skylar Quigley.
Congratulations. Our next awards are the Faculty Character and Citizenship Awards. These awards are presented to 4 students who have exhibited outstanding character and citizenship during their time spent at KMS. While many students are worthy of this award, the recipients chosen have exhibited outstanding work ethic, effort, positive attitude, excellent conduct, strong integrity, and humility, all qualities that we hold important and are attributes to the ideal Key Middle School student. The students chosen to receive this award today have shown their fine citizenship in a variety of ways. Their courteousness and consideration toward staff and students, the respect they show as well as earn from others, and their willingness to help out in any situation are characters found in all of our recipients. Their strong character is seen on a daily basis at KMS in their diligence, patience, perseverance, and pursuit of excellence in all of their endeavors. We are extremely proud of all of our Faculty Character and Citizen Award recipients. And I now introduce to you the teachers who will present the awards. The first set of teachers to present the award are from Cluster E, Ms. Budakoti and Ms. McKeon.
The first Cluster E award goes to a truly remarkable individual who embodies the finest qualities one could hope for in a KMS student: kindness, helpfulness, and an unwavering commitment to hard work in the classroom, music room, and the softball field. This student possesses an extraordinary work ethic that is both admirable and inspiring. She consistently displays an unyielding dedication to her studies, her teammates, and bandmates, always striving for excellence in everything she undertakes. This student's willingness to create a stronger community is truly remarkable. She took initiative to lead and run a cluster community building event, coordinated volunteers, planned and led activities. Her selflessness and genuine desire to create a strong Cluster E community make her a beacon of light to all of us to follow. It is an honor to recognize and celebrate the exceptional qualities of this student. As we embark on our own journeys, may we strive to emulate the outstanding character and dedication she consistently displays. Her impact on our school community and beyond will undoubtedly leave a lasting legacy. Congratulations, Caitlin Hutchins.
It is with great pleasure that we stand before you today to shine a spotlight on an exceptional individual within our Cluster E community. This student has graced the chorus program with their melodious voice and unwavering commitment and has shown remarkable growth and confidence. The student's ability to overcome self-doubt and embrace these opportunities is a testament to her perseverance and determination. Demonstrating a positive attitude in everything she does, be it the ensemble or core classes, this student creates an atmosphere of encouragement and camaraderie among her peers. What sets this student apart is not only her personal growth, but also her ability to uplift and recognize the talents of her fellow classmates. She goes out of her way to acknowledge their achievements, offering genuine compliments and fostering a sense of support and unity within the learning community. Her ability to lead by example serves as an inspiration to others, encouraging them to strive for their best selves. Please allow us to introduce you to a student who has dedicated herself to our Cluster E community and has become a role model demonstrating KMS core values. Congratulations, Ella Joslin.
I now welcome the stage representatives from Cluster F, Mr. O'Mara and Mr. Payon.
Hello. Every year I enjoy hearing about the students who are awarded this Citizenship and Character Award. And every year I hope that the outgoing 8th graders will consider what is being said about these students. They serve as examples for their peers, and this year's Cluster F Character and Citizenship Award is going to a young man whose classmates would do well to emulate. I could enumerate the many ways this student is deserving of such a special recognition. His excellent academic record, for example. He finished his 8th grade year with A+ in every class. He's also heavily involved in school clubs and activities. He was a key member of WCAN, the drama club, Dungeons and Dragons, band, et cetera, et cetera. However, it is not his high grades or level of involvement that sets the student apart. What makes him so special is the way in which he participates in the academic and extracurricular life of the school. In everything that he does, this student demonstrates an outstanding work ethic, genuine intellectual curiosity, and enthusiasm. He is an inquisitive student whose questions and insightful observations help to add depth and energy to his classes. Most importantly, this student consistently demonstrates a sincere respect for all members of his school community, students, teachers, and staff alike. He knows that the most important measure of a human being is how we treat each other. In his classes as well as his extracurricular activities, he is kind, helpful, inclusive, and thoughtful in his interactions with everyone. To demonstrate this point, I'd like to share a small sample of what KMS teachers have had to say about this student. He is a huge force of positive energy in drama club, a hard worker and inclusive castmate to his peers. He puts every ounce of energy and effort into his responsibilities and commitments. He is kind to all students and adults alike. He is enthusiastic, always looking for ways to improve and grow. He does not let any obstacle that he may encounter get in his way. He is just an overall exceptional human being. This award is called the Cluster F Character and Citizenship Award. And in thinking about this award, I was reminded of a quote by Dr. Martin Luther King, who said, "The function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically. Intelligence plus character. That is the goal of true education." This young man has a bright future ahead of him because he has found that balance between intellect and character that Dr. King was talking about. It is my pleasure to present this year's Cluster F Character and Citizenship Award to Casey Clark.
Our next Cluster F Character and Citizenship Award is presented to a young woman who exemplifies the qualities of hard work, persistence, dedication to school, family, and extracurricular activities, and the sincere willingness to support her friends, classmates, and teachers. I've gotten to know her quite well this year, witnessing firsthand her unrelenting commitment to herself and others. When writing this speech, I often ask for feedback and insights from current and former teachers. And if you ask her current and former teachers for their thoughts on this year's recipient, this is what you will hear. She is respectful and kind, and she embodies all the core values we have at KMS. She sets an example by modeling the right things to do in the various settings of her school day. She brings a very positive energy to her academic and social interactions. She is the type of student who doesn't go out of her way to be seen, but because of her inherently gentle nature, she stands out. She is driven, extremely conscientious, a positive classroom influence, and she continued to excel even during the toughest of times. She was in the River Otter cohort in 6th grade and lived up to the intelligent, creative reputation that otters have. I know I will miss her smiling face and positive attitude and her organized approach to learning each day in our cluster. I suppose I'll also miss helping her solve math problems on the floor of my classroom, as well as our banter about whether or not indigo is a real color. This student has a very bright future ahead of her, and I wish her all the best as she leaves us and moves on to the challenges that high school will place before her. It is my pleasure to award this year's Cluster F Character and Citizenship Award to Miss Audrey Wright.
Congratulations, well deserved. The last several years have brought unexpected turns that have forced us all to re-examine our approach. Our school has come together in many powerful ways and continues to live up to our core values of safe, respectful, and responsible. The next set of awards are the KMS Core Value Awards. This year, they will go to 3 individuals who have exemplified KMS core values throughout their time at KMS. Mr. Margaitis will present these awards.
The first Core Values Award goes to a student who seeks to understand the world around her. She is involved in many clubs and activities, all while maintaining high academics. She displays respect for all. She asks questions and seeks to find answers that will help to make the world around her a better place. She is also a fierce advocate for others, all while staying kind and calm in her approaches to challenging situations. She listens to others, creating an environment where others feel respected and heard. She is a role model who embodies the core values of this community. It is a great honor that I present this award to Mackenzie Stacy. The second Core Values Award is presented to a student who seeks to find ways that make the community stronger. He holds himself and the community responsible for what happens around them. He is dedicated to the pursuit of a community in which people treat each other with understanding and respect. He works hard academically while also working collaboratively with peers to ensure they also have an understanding of the content. He is always quick with a laugh and find ways to help others laugh. It is with my honor that I present this award to Charles Rodriguez. The final Core Values Award is presented to an individual who has met and overcome challenges with perseverance and tenacity. She has also done so with kindness at all times. This student has been involved in many aspects of the KMS community and beyond. This student can be found offering to help others, laughing with friends, assisting adults, listening intently to her peers, and seeking to find ways to make the community around her stronger. It is with honor that I present this award to Skylar Schmidt.
Over a decade ago, upon retiring from Keene Middle School, a new award was dedicated in honor of James T. Day. In 1977, he became principal of Fuller School in Keene until he was selected to serve as principal of Keene Junior High School in 1983, where he continued until 1990. In that year, Mr. Day became assistant superintendent for Keene Schools and served in that capacity through 1993. At that time, he considered himself very fortunate to have been able to return to the principalship at the renamed Keene Middle School. He served there through June of 2003. He was instrumental in the transition of Keene Junior High School to a middle school model where teams of teachers work with clusters of students. For this award, 2 recipients were selected by the school principal for their demonstrated skills in leadership, sense of humor, dedication to the arts, appreciation of diversity, service to the community, strength of character, demonstrated caring attitude towards others. All of these attributes are those that we associate closely with the qualities of Mr. Day. This award is named the James T. Day Principals Award, and the names of the recipients will be recorded and displayed on a perpetual plaque displayed within the trophy case at this school. I should have said 2 recipients per cluster, my apologies. The first recipient of the Principals Award has consistently shown kindness, empathy, and thoughtfulness throughout his time at Keene Middle School. He has excelled academically, but even more importantly, he has been a role model. I have seen him respond to situations with compassion and a focus on what is right, even when it is not what is popular. He does this without knowing that an adult is present or watching. He enjoys laughter and making others laugh, but never at the expense of others, and he is involved in many aspects of the KMS community, including Student Council, NJHS, WCAN, show choir, drama, and strings club. He leads by example, and I look forward to seeing what great things he does in the future. It is my honor to present the first Principals Award to Andrew Downing. The second Cluster Principals Award is presented to someone who has been dedicated to many aspects of the KMS community, focusing on music throughout. In addition, they have worked hard to remain in high academic standing throughout their entire time at KMS, often looking outside of the box for ways to learn and show their learning. In one instance, this student composed a piece of music to demonstrate the sequence of the Mexican War, creating layers of sound that reflected their view of how each period of the war felt. The student seeks to learn answers to questions and continues to dig for the truth. They hold themselves to incredibly high standards, working tremendously hard to meet the goals they set for themselves. They lead others through actions and words, but do not expect recognition in return, yet they deeply deserve it. It is my honor to present this award to August Lordy. This Cluster F student has demonstrated perseverance and always seeks ways to support those around him. His hard work and dedication have led to academic success and much more. This student can always be found helping others, whether in the classroom, the hallways, the lunchroom, running track, or in the wrestling room. He can be found helping others. He is a quiet leader who chooses kindness every day, and I've seen him reach out to others when he thinks that no one is looking. He helps others understand a topic or feel more connected to their peer group. We will miss this student at KMS, but we know that he will certainly find success in the future. It's my honor to present this award to Jacob Jones. This final Principal's Award is presented to someone who is a leader in her grade. She has a subtle but highly effective leadership style, choosing to act and respond in a way that shows others what a true community citizen looks like and sounds like. As others see her choices, they too act and respond in community-oriented ways. She is an advocate for herself and others, and she's not afraid to stand up for what is right and has the courage to hold others accountable in a kind way. Through hard work and dedication, she has excelled academically, while also being actively involved with clubs such as Peace and Justice. I am sure she will do many incredible things with her future, as we will miss her at Keene Middle School. It is my honor to present this Principal's Award to Perry Kreitsch. Now, perhaps the most prestigious award presented by Keene Middle School is the Robert C. Coates and Janice B. Coates Citizenship Award. I only say this because it is the one award determined by a vote of the 8th graders themselves. There are two 8th grade recipients of this award, and George Downing, chairman of the Keene School Board, along with Elizabeth Seaver, who is representing the Coates family, will present this award. Other members of the Coates family are here today. Please stand and be recognized, Coates family. At this time, I welcome Chair of Keene Board of Education, George Downing.
The Keene Board of Education provides for a number of satisfying experiences. It is my honor to be asked to be the presenter of the Robert C. Coates and Janice B. Coates Citizenship Award. Though I did not serve on the Keene Board of Education with Robert Coates, his contributions to education and to the community of Keene are well known to those who followed him in service to the Keene School Board. Bob Coates was raised and educated in Vermont and came to Keene in the early 1950s. Once Bob had settled his family in Keene, he immersed himself in various community efforts. He was an active leader in youth baseball and the Boy Scouts. Through the efforts of Bob Coates and others, the former Monadnock Children's Center was founded in 1966. The Children's Center was responsible for starting some of the first special education programs in the region, such as Rise for Baby and Family on Washington Street here in Keene. In 1963, Bob Coates was elected to the Keene Board of Education, and until his death in 1972, gave freely of himself and offered his talents to the children of Keene by constantly working to ensure improved educational opportunities. In 1971, he was elected chairman of the Keene School Board. Robert's wife, Janice B. Coates, was an exceptionally caring elementary school teacher who, after her husband's untimely death at the age of 45, successfully raised her 6 children, helping each of them to complete their college educations. Janice taught the majority of her career, first at the Marlboro Elementary School, and then for 24 years as a second-grade teacher at Simon School. Janice was a unique and inspiring educator who embraced the hesitant learner and created a classroom community with a foundation of trust, respect, and friendship for every student. Upon retirement, her next career was at the Keene Clinic and Keene City Clerk's Office. She also volunteered at the Keene Library, St. Bernard's Church, and many other nonprofits in the city of Keene. Because Robert and Janice Coates dedicated their lives, first to their family and then to their community, this Citizenship Award was established by the Keene School Board so that young people could be recognized for their significant contributions to their school. The Robert C. Coates and Janice B. Coates Citizenship Award is presented to 2 8th-grade students who have demonstrated academic ability, engaging participation, contribution to school life, cooperativeness, and general school-wide citizenship. A permanent plaque remains here at Keene Middle School, and our recipients receive a smaller plaque. It is now my privilege to introduce the Coates family representative, daughter Elizabeth Seaver.
Good afternoon. The first recipient of the Robert and Janice Coates Award goes to a student who is described as being very thoughtful, kind, and inclusive. This student is well regarded by peers and staff as being open-minded, confident, appreciative, respectful of others. It is and should be well known by many in the school community that this student appreciates people for who they are and as they are. Along with those personality characteristics goes a strong work ethic. To be one of the members of the winning team of the KMS debate tournament and a member of the National Junior Honor Society, a piano accompanist, and a high achiever requires this recipient to exhibit strong work habits and traits. She is indeed hardworking, well-spoken, willing to take risks, creative with a determined spirit, and a balanced, lighthearted, and fun nature. She is constantly achieving high honors. It is no surprise that this open-minded and excellent student was one of the top 2 students chosen by 8th grade peers to receive the Robert and Janice Coates Award. It's a great honor that we present this award to Javisha Dahanda. The next recipient of the Robert and Janice Coates Award goes to a student who is described as being kind, understanding, and respectful of others. The considerate nature of the student shows in family, school, and other organizations. Being humble, positive, and helpful towards others when asked is now and always be the key to the student's success. This student has been described as motivated, hardworking, poised, well-spoken, and these traits have helped lead this student towards success in the National Junior Honor Society, Peace and Justice Club, STEAM Club, and Strings Club, even the consistent achievement of high honors. This student is dedicated and responsible violin player who will also take on other challenges with excitement, new ideas, and an open mind. Representing one of the top 2 students chosen by their peers for the Robert and Janice Coates Award cannot be understated. Her peers believe she deserves the award and they recognize it for her. It is a great honor that we present this award to Gaitai Martin.
Congratulations, Javisha and Gayatana. At this time, I welcome Miss Young and 8th grade strings to the stage, who will be playing a piece from their most recent concert. Please join us on the stage, strings players. Miss Young and eighth graders, thank you so much. You may return to your seats. As they return to their seats, I'm going to introduce you to the next speaker. Every year, the administration approaches the 8th grade student council members and asks them to suggest one or more speakers for their Achievement Day ceremony. This year's speaker has been a very important part of the 8th grade class. This year's speaker is Mr. Tom Garceau.
Hey everyone, cards on the table, never given a speech before, but when this class asked me to do something, I can't say no. Good afternoon, students, parents, and family. My name is Tom Garceau, and I've had the privilege of teaching at least half of these wonderful people that we're gathered here to celebrate today. But through clubs, sports, and crashing coffee and ledgers classes on almost a weekly basis, I feel like I've gotten to know this 8th grade cohort pretty well overall. There's a powerful quote that stuck with me over the years. I'm sure that some of you will have it be familiar to you as well. But that quote is, "With great power comes great responsibility." And that's not the Shakespeare that you may expect to come from an English teacher, but there's an undeniable truth in those words, and that quote has been used to teach a very important lesson to generation after generation. Now, many of you might have perked up a little bit when you heard the familiar words of Uncle Ben, but some of you may be more DC fans than Marvel, but that's fine. Batman's cool too, I guess. The important thing is that any student that came through Cluster D last year knows that that quote is the one that I used each and every year to break the ice and discuss the most powerful element of middle school, growth. With great power comes great responsibility speaks volumes about middle school. They enter as children in 6th grade and leave a mere 3 years later as not only 8th graders, but as human beings with identities of their own, dreams and goals and personalities. They leave here with power, all the power in the world, to change and to explore and to become anything and anyone that they want. It's our role as teachers, and your job as families, to help guide them in these endeavors, to educate them, help them, and give them every tool in the box so that when they encounter a challenge in the future, they're prepared for it. We prepare them in this way by instilling within them the knowledge of the responsibility that goes along with this transition. That each individual here is responsible to be the best version of themselves each and every day and get the most that's possible out of this lifetime. Now, there's one other 7th grade lesson that I want to review a little bit with my former students, if that's all right, which is the idea of perseverance. The ability to keep on going when the going gets tough, to have grit, to become unstoppable. Something that I seem to read and hear about all the time recently is that there is a general consensus that the children affected by the pandemic years the most, this class being one of them, are lacking in this attribute. I don't know if it's something in the water here in Keene, if there's some other unforeseen variable at play, but I can tell you I've seen the weight of the world stacked against these kids time and time again, and they always pull through. Students, if you don't believe me, you can ask any adult in this room what was the most challenging period of time in your life, and most of them will say middle school. It's a time of awkwardness, of frustration, of drama. You did it, though. You made it. You survived middle school during a pandemic. That's huge. I can't say that. No adult in this building can say that. That's solely on you. You did that. You persevered. Not only that, but I've seen the creative and cunning solutions you've come up with when it comes to problem solving. This shows that growth that I'm talking about. This shows that power. This shows that responsibility that we need you to have. Whether it's a raised hand in the middle of class when I'm supposed to be teaching and I get a question that is, Mr. G, I've been reading a book on network security and found more than a dozen ways to hack into the school security system. Do you think you can tell me who to talk to before someone a little more nefarious figures it out too? Or maybe when I'm writing on the whiteboard, a lot happens when my back is turned, right? When I'm writing on the whiteboard and hear the sound of something mechanical from the back of the room, only to turn around to see a 4-foot-tall, actual working trebuchet made of straws, paper clips, and anything else that can be found in the back of our classboard, being fiddled with by a certain tinkerer who we all know has a tool chest in their backpack at all times. Maybe, just maybe, one of you, who's probably in a blue suit right now, is thinking real hard about athletics during class and starts a fad of doing squats while taking notes for the entirety of my period 8 because, and I quote, "If I want to be able to dunk by high school, I gotta get the gains in now, Mr. G." For weeks, every kid in that class did squats for at least 20 minutes of a 40-minute class. But wow, I've never seen a more focused period 8 in my life. The innovative ideas didn't stop in 7th grade, which is a good thing, I think. I had the pleasure of chaperoning a DC group that took matters into their own hands when their hotel room didn't have a microwave and they had only brought popcorn for their snack. Their solution: wouldn't it be great to use the clothing iron in the closet to pop the popcorn? Creative, yes, but ultimately a fire hazard. But I did pull through and get you the popcorn in the end, didn't I? These are the kinds of fascinating solutions that these students find. Class of 2023, please don't ever change. Don't ever stop being brilliant. Middle school was tough. High school's no cakewalk. You know what? Life's another story entirely. You leave here today with the power to change your stars. But remember that with great power comes that great responsibility. Use it for good. Better yourselves and others around you. Find your pack, have each other's backs, and remember to show the kindness that we've taught you to those around you. Persevere through all the challenges you face, but have some fun along the way. Know that every single person in this auditorium is proud of you for your struggles, for your achievement. We've all seen your potential, and boy, we can't wait to see how far you're going to go.
Thank you, Mr. Garceau. Now comes the final part of this chapter, the awarding of the certificates. 8th graders will cross in front of the stage and will be presented with a certificate by Mr. Millay, Mr. Campbell, Mr. White, Mr. Margaitis, Mr. Downing, and myself. Mr. Farina, the 8th grade school counselor, will read all of the 8th grade students' names. As names are read out loud, each student will cross in front to receive his or her promotion certificate. I do ask, as hard as this is, that all students, parents, and guests hold their applause until the very, very end. And I know that that's very challenging as you see your student cross this very important stage at this moment in time. The reason why we do that is so that every name can be heard clearly by the people that are here to celebrate them. I promise you, at the very end of all of the names, we will give a very large and deserved round of applause. Again, I know that that will be very difficult, and I thank you all for respecting that request so that everybody here, again, can hear the names of their 8th grader as they're called to cross the stage. We are so proud of each one of them, and we will give you a large round of applause at the end, I promise. Since names will be read alphabetically, guardians will know when their student's name will be called and when they will walk across the stage. Please feel free to come down the aisles to take a picture and then return to your seats afterwards so that others can do the same. Also, please note in your program that there are students who are being recognized for receiving high honors, and they receive a paperweight as well. And now, the moment for which you've all been waiting, if I could please have those on stage. Thank you. 8th graders, front row, please stand.
Lauren Adams. Lily Adams. Sage Adams. Deanna Alicio. Jaden Anderson. Joseph Andrews. Ali Asensio. Lola Bolero. Elise Barnard. Luke Berry. Ava Batchelder. Catherine Beard. Lexi Belt. Daniel Bemis. Kingston Benavides. Abigail Bergman. Keenan Boker. Blake Bowers. Amber Bradley. Henry Breismeister. Avery Bryan. Skylar Britton. Caitlin Brooks. Marie Bunowski. Jacob Bucher. Seth Butler. Aurora Campbell. Emily Campbell. Hayden Carpenter. Nathan Carr. Serena Casson. Maddox Castor. Brian Chase. Tyler Chase. Sungwei Chen. Gavin Christensen. Maddox Christensen. Carter Clark. Casey Clark. Camden Clay. Haley Coleman. Daniel Comerford. Nolan Connors. Tyler Cook. Michael Costa. Madeline Couch. Damian Cowan. Logan Cox. Perry Kreitch. Chase Crosby. Peter Crosby. Jasmine Custodio. Lila Daniel Owich. Lee Davidson. Julia De Paulo Santos. Zach Derby. Mason Dewey. Riley Dexter. Javisha Dahanda. Mason Dingman. Caden Dio. Caitlin Dixon. Serenity Doran. Andrew Downing. Ian Duggan. Kelsey Dunn. Nicholas Donnell. Paige Els. Dana English. Isabella Erb. Delia Evans. Josiah Evans. Savannah Evans. Boris Fassett. Cameron Finley. Lillian Fitzgerald. Eden Fontaine. Robert Four. Braden Ford. Braden French. Chloe French. Samuel Frock. Clayton Galford. Jacoby Garcia. Tristan Gargan. Mason Gates. Natalia Gillis. Colton Goodrich. Addison Grandmont. Noy Greenlee. Maddox Griffin. Braden Hall. Jack Haniger. Nathan Haniger. Camille Hansen. Caleb Hart. Franklin Hardigan. Scottford Hartshorn. Benjamin Hayes. Ace Heath. Bruce Hinton. Trenton Hogenkamp. Dean Hope. Sky Hool. Brandon Howard. Owen Hubner. Ray Hughes. Caitlin Hutchins. Elizabeth Hutchins. Gianna Jackson. Spencer Johnson. Jacob Jones. Ella Joslin. Bryn Kennedy. Caroline Kilchewski. Mona Coons. Andrew Koski. Ava Labatt. Stasia LaCoyle. Jack LeGrand. Ari Lemiers. Sky LaPointe. Patrick Lavoy. Samantha Lazaro. Catherine Lemoyne. Aiden Lloyd. August Lordy. Eliza Lucius. Layla McDonald. Cameron Martin. Gayatana Martin. Mia McGilvery. Devin McKenney. Kaylin McKeon. Elijah Meehan. Samuel Mary. Maddox Miller. Scarlett Miller. Zoe Malott. Caleb Miner. Addison Mitchell. Giovanni Molino. Logan Moody. Negev Moon. Christian Morell. Mason Morse. Basil Moda. Owen Nash. Cameron Newer. Lila Nims. Ethan Oliva. Lillian Olson. Kyle Anduso. Angelo Orsiari. Caleb Osborne. Jackson Wu. Peyton Paquette. Mason Parent Johnson. Isabel Parham Brown. LaTroy Perry. Amelia Pollock. Colin Prescott. Scarlett Purcell. Skylar Quigley. Cameron Regan. Daniel Robbins. Jackson Roberts. Charles Joaquin Rodriguez. Fabian Rodriguez. Alexa Romaine. Leah Rooker. Leo Renez. Grady Sampson. Allison Sargent. Isabella Schaefer. Alexandra Sherpa. Skylar Schmidt. Kaylin Schneider. Charles Surth. Liam Shea. Clay Sibley. Malachi Silvernail. Leah Smith. Noah Smith. Riley Smith. Haley Snow. Annalyn Spears. Ian Spencer. Akshan Srinath. Mackenzie Stacy. Tyrese Stanley. Kaylin Stahura. Trenton Stone. Nathan Stout. Christian Strube. Riley Swift. Amira Tar. Jay Thayer. Kaylin Thoreau. Austin Tillery. Lydia Tilton. Megan Tondries. Abella Trombley. Cheyenne Trotter. Camden Tyler Athanasopoulos. Amelia Vanlow. Rowan Visegli. Cameron Ward. Shakira Warner. Riker Washburn. Soren Wiederspan. Riley Wilcox. Shaylee Willie. Ethan Williams. Cheyenne Wilson. Kansas Wilson. Sky Worrell. Cecilia Wolf. Tristan Woodbury. Audrey Wright. Griffin Yardley.
We present to you the Keene High School class of 2027. Soon, these amazing students will begin their final walk out of Keene Middle School. A few details about the end of this ceremony. Once the students have exited, they will go back up to their homerooms. At that time, we invite all of our guests to exit the building out the side door and transition to the locations for pickup. This is so we make sure that all of our students are reunited with their families and friends. Cluster E students and families will meet at Remillard Field. That's the field by our softball field. Cluster F students will meet near the track and the bleachers. Staff will be outside to help direct you to the correct location. Once all guests have exited, we will call students down by homeroom. Students, once your homeroom is called, please come to pick up your portraits, either on the stage or outside. After you pick up your portraits, you may exit the building to find your families and friends. Once your students are safely with you, feel free to take as many pictures as you want and stay as long as you would like to celebrate them. We thank you for your attention to these details. We're excited for our students to take one last walk around Keene Middle School as students here. At this time, we ask the graduates to stand. Congratulations, class of 2023. Thank you all for joining us. I hope you have an enjoyable and safe summer. On behalf of all of your teachers and staff, I offer my congratulations to the graduating class of 2023 and present to you the high school class of 2027. Congratulations.